Yo, what's going on, guys? Jetxc here. Hopefully you guys have been doing good. I want to bring this video to you guys. I want to talk about a gacha game that I will be keeping my eyes on. From everything that I've seen a couple hours ago, well, I think about an hour ago, it seems decent, right? And I'll be keeping my eye on it, and I want to talk about it. It's called Chaos Zero Nightmare. Now, this is by Smilegate. For those of you that aren't familiar with Smilegate, these are the same devs that did Epic 7, same company, right? And I played Epic 7 for 2 years, so I'm familiar with kind of like the animation style, the smooth old animations, and how the game looks. In general, just to kind of surmise it, it seems to be a 2.5D turn-based game where it also uses like a card element. So you have to utilize like a deck of cards to use your certain attacks or get certain buffs, and it seems pretty interesting. But to kind of give a synopsis on like the story, there's this huge disaster that swallowed, quote unquote, the entire universe, called chaos, right? And this chaos is essentially like a black mist, and if you're exposed to this black mist, any of your characters, they go through like a mental breakdown or like brain fog, right? And it severely like can damage them. um and so the story basically is you're a Protoss, which is somebody that is resistant to this black mist and its effects. So you're like this super soldier, and you being the Protoss, you along with the Ark, which is now Earth, tag along and team up with other people around the universe to fight this chaos, this black mist, and hopefully revert everything back, right? So that's kind of the synopsis of it, and that is you as the main character. You're basically the super soldier leading a team of units from all over the universe and from different planets, and you help defeat this black mist. And this black mist has a bunch of monsters and things like that, and that mental breakdown that happens, if you're not able to get out of it, you could turn into a monster of the black mist, or of the chaos, excuse me. So that's the story synopsis. That's kind of what they gave us. Interestingly enough, the gameplay style similar to Epic 7 is 2D. However, they kind of got a 2.5D going. They kind of explained in the live stream that they wanted to add a little bit more life into it, because they think that 2D is a little dull, and I could agree with them at times. So they've got a little 2.5D going on with the background and how you can kind of see like shadows and things like that. So pretty cool. They have two modes. They have a story mode and they have a roguelike mode, which is called Chaos Missions. And Chaos Missions is where you can farm a bunch of things. It's seemingly you can level up your character, and basically both modes will help facilitate leveling up your character regardless, right? But the roguelike mode is something that you get like a basic deck, and then you get your start with your characters, and you just continue to climb up and get a bunch of buffs. And then story mode is just going to be the main story mode. I don't know if it's going to have a PvP. I have no clue. It could just be a story-based game. I don't know. Characters look great. All in all, so far there's like 17 female characters and there's like 6 dudes. I don't know if this is gonna be an all waifu game or not. And what I mean by that is, typically, like, sometimes when you get gacha games, they'll have like a small cast of male characters, and then they just release nothing but female characters, right? So I have no idea what they're gonna do, but they did mention Kayron is in the game. For those of you that don't know, Kayron is from Epic 7, so I guess he gets a cameo in the game, or he's a part of it too. But I'm assuming, based off of the character roster, it's gonna be a mostly female cast. Obviously, they may do a couple dudes every now and again, but I have no idea. I really doubt it. I think it's gonna be a mostly waifu game. And yeah, there's a couple of cool elements. Pre-registration is out now. There's a website that kind of goes over everything. They also have it seems like one of their features is make treasure memories together, so they might have like a bond story element, which leads me to believe it may be a more of a waifu type game after all. We'll have to see. There's Kayron, by the way. He's in the game. I guess he's just from Epic 7 to to this Chaos Zero Nightmare story. Interesting. But yeah, here's a image here of like what it looks like in game. And yeah, pretty interesting. I will show you guys here also to the registration rewards real quick. So if we get to 2 million, you get Amir, which is a 4-star unit. She looks really, really good, not gonna lie. And yeah, like I said, these are the units here, kind of just scrolling through some of them. Let me scroll through slowly here so you guys can get a good look at them. Right, so we got some really interesting people, and like I said, these are characters from like all over the universes. So I'm guessing these are like different factions. You've got like alien looking people, some kind of half beast like people, and things like that. So pretty interesting. I'll be keeping my eye on this, guys, and yeah, if I'm liking it, I'll give you more updates, and maybe we try it on launch whenever it comes out. But otherwise, that is it from me. I'm out. Later.